Think about this. Think about this. Babyface's first official placement for any songwriting assignment was Midnight Star in 1983. 40 years later, he wins a Grammy with SZA for Snooze. If that's not legendary, if that's not cutting through genres and generations, what is? What's going on, everybody? You're right on time for another ride on the Groove Line with your host, Chris Stevens. Hopefully, you all are doing well out there. And hopefully you had a good weekend too. I don't want to forget that because it's Monday. We all hate Mondays. But Mondays, today we have good news on here because if you missed it last week, one of the greatest singer, songwriters, and producers to ever do this thing is getting himself a documentary. That's right. Mr. Kenny Babyface Edmonds is getting a documentary according to Billboard. It is going to be produced by Kenya Barris, and I'll talk about why that's kind of interesting to me in a minute. Directed by Chris Morcabell and is backed by Harborview Equity Partners. So, my feelings on anything that Kenya Barris does, I look at with a side eye. Because a lot of the times, if you watch Blackish and anything else that he's done on Netflix or whatever, it's like this strange sort of view he has of blackness, that lens of blackness, and it comes through in his art. Maybe it's just me. But I've got my good eye, which is my right eye. I can't see very well. I'll tell you guys why about that another time. But I got my good eye. I got my good eye on Kenya Barris in this Babyface documentary. He better not mess up. But can you really mess up a documentary about one of the greatest to ever do it? I don't think you can, especially since he's still with us. But yeah, we're going to talk about a Babyface song, two Babyface songs, in fact, from this lovely album when he was a member of the group called the Deele, and that's 1985's Material Thangz. Is that the first instance of a Z in place of an S in a plural on an album cover? Who knows? I also like the fact that these dudes were really highly made up, makeup with the jerry curls and the, tight pants and the, fluorescent color, the bright color shirts and tops and things. Like they make fun of the stuff the kids wear today, but folks back in the day, the Gen Xers and the Boomers, they was wearing some funny stuff too. Like I've seen pictures of certain bands and groups with open-toed platform shoes. And I'm going to leave it at that. But yeah, two songs off of Material Thangz that give you an insight to just how long Babyface has been a brilliant songwriter. Sweet November, number one. That was one of the ones that Babyface actually got a chance to lead on. And it's a great song about, how the seasons change, how we were lovers at one point in time, and maybe one sweet November we'll get back together. I mean, it's November now, so hopefully some of you folks out there are experiencing a sweet November. I hope that's, a reality for you. But my favorite on that one is I'll Send You Roses. And of course, this one is sung by the lead singer D. And Babyface co-wrote this with a woman named Connie Oates. And there's like this intro where, there's this harmony that takes you back to the Drifters, the Coasters, the Dells, the Platters. Who sang White Christmas? That's going to mess with me because that's one of my favorite songs. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. I can't remember who sang. Was it the Drifters? Shucks, I can't remember if it was the Drifters or the Platters who sang this Christmas. But you get the picture. That sort of 50s doo-wop sound for 1985 with the synths and the drums in front of it. That's pretty much the intro to I'll Send You Roses. And the lyrics for I'll Send You Roses are pretty much standard fare for 1985-86. Boy meets girl, boy warns girl that you can't pass up on his love. Like sands through the hourglass, your time will run out. And, there's my favorite part is like, and you should know by now how much I care for you and that I would do anything to prove my love to you. And here comes Babyface on the hook. I'll send you roses, pocket full of posies, 'cause I want your love. Like the group and the rest of the group joins him on that part. And it's a great song. It's probably one of the more underrated slow jams of the 80s because when you get to 1985, I mean, we're talking about Luther Vandross absolutely dominating with the entirety of The Night I Fell in Love. You got this guy named Freddie Jackson who bursts on the scene with "Rock Me Tonight for Old Time's Sake" and "You Are My Lady" and "Love Is Just a Touch Away." Love is Just a Touch Away is probably Freddie's most underrated song. But I've already talked about Freddie on this channel. You can go back and check that episode whenever you get ready. Get ready for Freddie. But yeah, I'll Send You Roses in the middle of the decade. Oh yeah, Billy Ocean had Suddenly in 1985. Man, 85 was a great year if you were trying to make a mixtape full of love songs. Because remember, back in those days, there was no streaming. There were no CDs to burn. You had to listen, you had to sit by the radio with two fingers handy. I'm quite sure a lot of people of that generation have carpal tunnel from having one finger on the record button, one finger on play, waiting for the radio DJ to shut up so you can listen to the song. Bam, record it, and then hit the stop button as soon as you feel like the song is ending, and so you don't get the DJ talking on the record. So yeah. But 85 was a really good year for slow jams, man. I mean, Secret Lovers by Atlantic Star, we talked about that. I mean, the middle of the decade, that's when the Quiet Storm really, really started to find a niche. And it would only get better in 1986. That's a spoiler alert for next year. So you better subscribe to this channel. So yeah, those two songs, Sweet November and I'll Send You Roses, are two early instances of Babyface's songwriting genius. And I hope they talk about the Deele in that documentary, because they were like his first clients. I mean, actually his first clients were Midnight Star, because he wrote Slow Jam for them, and of course Bo and Belinda sang their faces off on that one. So I really think that, Babyface. Think about this. Think about this. Babyface's first official placement for any songwriting assignment was Midnight Star in 1983. 40 years later, he wins a Grammy with SZA for Snooze. If that's not legendary, if that's not cutting through genres and generations, what is? I mean, come on, man. Longevity has its place. Rest in peace, Dr. King. But yeah, Babyface, he's one of the he's one of the few masters we have left. One of the few legends we have left of that era. I mean, we've lost so many. We've lost Prince. Kashif was a favorite of mine. We still have Stevie, of course. I mean, God, thank God for Stevie, bro. I mean, I think what I hate the most about Stevie outliving everybody is that he has to sing at everybody's funeral. I know he sang at D'Angelo's funeral. Like, I wonder if that wears on Stevie Wonder, because I know he's a loving, giving individual, but knowing that so many of your peers, and even now the people that looked up to you, are dying, and now they're calling on you to come sing at the funeral, it's gotta mess with his mind a little bit. But anyway, yeah, Babyface is one of the few icons of R&B that we have left, and he deserves every bit of flowers, every bit of roses sent his way. So I'm very much looking forward to what this documentary is going to entail, how much of his career are they going to cover. Hopefully we get to, I mean, obviously they're going to talk about, all the solo stuff, the stuff he's written for others, because my mom has seen Babyface in concert multiple times. And it's one of the few shows that my mom has gotten to see that I haven't. And she tells me every time, Chris, you got to go see Babyface, because he does medleys of songs he's written for other people. And I know that sounds dope as hell. It's got to be. Because when you think about everything that he's written stuff for Bobby Brown, The Whispers, Madonna. I mean, his label mates at Solar. I mean, I just mentioned The Whispers. I mean, Midnight Star, of course. His catalog is just, it's endless. That's crazy when you think about it, that you can do your own stuff, and then you're gonna be like, oh, hey, remember when I wrote this for somebody else? And then you can have your band play it and you can sing it like you recorded it for yourself. It's incredible. He is incredible. Babyface is literally one of our last living legends, and I'm so glad he's getting every flower due to him. This documentary being amongst them, all of us old school R&B lovers remembering him for the great music that he put out for us. And again, it's over 40 years. I mean, again, Midnight Star Slow Jam, 1983. SZA, Snooze, 2023. SZA! And I've got nothing against SZA. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that Babyface can connect with people of all generations, of all walks of life, of all musical abilities and genres. He's one of them ones, man. He's absolutely one of them ones. And for him to be able to see this day, to get his flowers and get the love due to him, it's wonderful. Because a lot of people don't get those flowers. I mean, we lost so many people young. I mean, the Prince documentary is on the shelf because nobody really wants to delve into the darker side of Prince, which I get. Which I get because Prince had his moments. We didn't get a Maurice White. I mean, Maurice White has a great autobiography that he wrote before he passed away. Still ain't the same as the documentary. I still want an Earth, Wind, and Fire documentary. Maybe that's an episode I'll do. The music documentaries that haven't been made that I would like made. That might be something I can do later on this year or next because I've already got so much planned for the last 6 weeks of this year, y'all. We're going to have so much fun. I've got a guest lined up already. Can't wait for you guys to watch this episode with my guest. You're going to like it. You're going to love it, I think. I mean, I'm going to be counting down some of the best songs of the last from 50 years ago. I'm going to do a countdown for 75. I may do a countdown for 85. But yeah, countdowns are coming. I'm also going to do Christmas music, top 20 Christmas songs. We're going to have a blast closing out this year on the Groove Line because we have so much to celebrate and I have y'all to thank for it. I mean, we are closing in on 400 subs. Can we get to 500 before the year is out? Would love to do it. We're getting closer to 30,000 listens. And the more you guys listen and watch, the more chances I have to kind of make this channel something that can help me sustain everything that I'm doing right now because I'm so like this ain't the only thing I do, y'all. But this is one thing that if this takes off, it could make my life a lot easier from a financial and compensatory perspective. And that's not my aim for doing this. I mean, I just love talking music, but if it comes, it comes. I'm not going to turn away from it either. But I just love talking music with y'all. And y'all have been so kind with the comments and the subs, even though y'all don't like my singing. Sorry. I just love to sing even though I can. But yeah, we're going to have fun. So thank you guys for watching this edition of the Groove Line. I greatly appreciate y'all as always. Contact information will be in the description below. Be sure to subscribe and tap that notification bell so you're notified of every new video that drops on this channel. I do things 5 days a week, so you can't miss much. If you hit that bell, you'll know it's coming. Also, don't forget to like and comment on these videos. We have good conversations in the comments. So thank you guys for watching and listening as always. And until the next time we ride on the Groove Line, may you find the groove or may the groove find you.